Hey everybody, this is a special video I'm making just for UWP supporters. I'm just sending you some love today, this Wednesday afternoon, sending you some good vibrations, sending you some blessings, and just shouting you out and saying, hey guys, keep the faith. You know, keep the faith, keep positive. Our government has done a fantastic job. Everything's not perfect. COVID has really put a wrench in the government's plans, but the government has done a fantastic job in government, and we have a lot to be proud of. So don't buy into the propaganda, don't buy into the rhetoric, don't buy into any of that, because a lot of it is unfactual and dishonest and Labour Party propaganda. Look at the country. Look at it, right? I mean, COVID has thrown a wrench in every single country around the world. It's not just St. Lucia. So take off the COVID lens, just look around, right? Look at Soufrière. Like, I was home at Christmas time in December, and somebody said to me that Soufrière had been completely transformed, and I was like, okay. I almost dismissed what the person was saying. I had to literally drive through Soufrière myself to see the development and the changes that had taken place in Soufrière. Like I was blown away that the government was able to achieve so much in 4 years. Like, I saw a post from somebody recently talking about how the government had broken down a bridge in Soufrière. I'm like, yeah, they broke down the bridge, but look at what they rebuilt, right? There's a beach park, beach facilities, there's a bus terminal, there's a new square, there's a mini stadium. Like, the waterfront in Soufrière completely redone. Like, I was honestly, I can't even I'm not just saying this, like, I was completely impressed by the transformation that had taken place in Soufrière. The expansion of the sulfur springs in Soufrière. Like, when I went round the island, I had a guest from outside of St. Lucia who was visiting for the first time. I was just planning to drive through Soufrière, take her around the island, as I always do. Like, I don't really stop in Soufrière. You know, I felt, to be quite honest, and I'll always be honest with you, that Soufrière had a lot to be desired, but I was blown away. I spent time just walking around the town of Soufrière. The waterfront was just beautiful. The promenade. I had lunch with my friend at on a restaurant in Soufrière. Went to the sulfur springs, the expanded pools, the showers and stuff. Like, Soufrière is phenomenal. I look at cashews. I see that new market, you know, the breaking down of the old prison to build something new. Like, that's what Chasney does. You know, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. Chasney breaks down stuff, but he builds bigger, right? I look at I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I struggled with jazz and how jazz had gone. But when I saw Carnival, like, the government has put so much money into Carnival, how big St. Lucia Carnival had gotten. Like, I follow international travel blogs, black travel blogs and stuff, and the buzz was St. Lucia Carnival. People internationally wanting to come to St. Lucia Carnival. Like, and now it's unfortunate COVID had to change the plans up for Carnival this year, right? But St. Lucia Carnival is on the map. People want to go. That's a big event. Like, the amount of money that this government has pumped into Carnival, not just the government, right? The government has done their part, and I have to give a kudos and a shout out to the creative industries and all the promoters and the event promoters. They've done a fantastic job as well. But our Carnival is huge. You know, when I think of St. Jude's, and people are like, why we broke down St. Jude's? But look at the project that's going on right now. We're almost completed. Look at where St. Jude's is at. Like, Chasney breaks down stuff that's subpar, you know, and I think we need to expand our thinking. And that's part of why I've bought into the development plan for St. Lucia and Helen Chasney. I almost see a John Compton there. I see a similar mindset to John Compton. There's a bigger vision. Sometimes I think St. Lucians, I think we're too limited in our small, myopic, narrow mindset of we have to think small and do things small. No. If John Compton thought that way, where would we be today? Right? So Alan Chasney is, I think he has a bigger vision. The whole plan for Viewfort, DSH. You know, I have my thoughts about some parts of DSH I'm not totally in favor of, but when I think of and GSH is a master plan. It's not a 5 year sprint. It's a master plan that investors have to buy into different parts of. If that takes off, or even if parts of it takes off, the South will be opened up. When I look at St. Jude's, I look at the development of the new airport. I mean, come on, guys. This airport, Kahira, like for me as a St. Lucia, it's embarrassing. Mosquitoes. It's embarrassing for me to come to land on the airport in St. Lucia, with that state of the airport. And people have criticized the government on the method of financing. I fully agree and support the government on its method of financing. That airport is going to be ours. We have full say in the concessioners in the airport. It's going to be our airport rather than have an investor own the airport for 30 years and then hand over to us. No, it's our airport. We have going to be able to decide on the concessionaires, how the airport works and everything, rather than the methodology of financing before. So the South is gonna it's already started. It's gonna blow up. Like land prices in the South have gone up, and it's only gonna grow, right? So I see development all over. I see healthcare. Like I said yesterday in my video, right? Healthcare. From the time I was born, or before I was born, I'm sure long before I was born, I remember growing up and hearing the horrible state of healthcare in St. Lucia. I remember the March for Victoria, raising funds for Victoria, and all that, right? St. Lucia is healthcare. Like, we have a long way to go, but we have come a long way. Where our healthcare is today, with the opening of the OKEU Hospital, the conversion of Victoria Hospital into a respiratory center, the completion of St. Jude's, making a lot of the health centers, upgrading to smart facilities. Like, we have really, COVID has proven where we are, right? We have proven what a fantastic job that we've done on the healthcare file. We have a long way to go. I want to see universal healthcare. Like, I live in Canada, we have universal healthcare. I would like to see the same for St. Lucia, where there's an insurance that people buy into. But so we have a way to go, but it's a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? And that's why I think the government deserves another chance. They need not just another chance. They deserve another 5 years in office for them to execute that vision that I see the Alan Chastney government doing. I see in terms of there's so much going, like, there's so much work going on in the country. There's so much development. Even like people have criticized the government on post-COVID and blah blah blah. Why wasn't the IMF money used for this, and why is the IMF money used for that? I fully understand what the government is doing. St. Lucia enjoys a very preferential and very favorable debt to GDP ratio, which means we can borrow. We have the ability to borrow. Don't mind the garbage you hear on a Thursday night, right? St. Lucia has a very good debt to GDP ratio, and right now with COVID, the government is trying to balance cash flow like anybody else. You know, you have increased expenses due to COVID. You have reduced income. The government is trying to manage that gap, right? And ensuring that St. Lucia maintains its good debt ratio by paying its bills. So when we're coming out of COVID, and we see that, right? The government has gotten approvals for so many different projects, the airport, all of these things that were in the pipeline. The timing of it is perfect. Coming out of COVID, we will need those projects. We will need those infrastructure projects on the ground to execute, to be able to provide employment and get the economy running again, right? The government has secured the funding for the airport and so many other projects that there's going to be work going on. Infrastructure work is how you create employment. It's how you create employment, how you create that multiplier effect in the economy. And we are this is happening at a good time, unfortunately for COVID, but this is coming out of it. We're going to be in a very strong place. The IMF had projected positive growth despite the nonsense you hear on a Thursday night. The IMF had projected positive growth for St. Lucia in 2019 for this year, 2020, before COVID, right? Like anywhere, like everywhere else in the world, Canada, US, every single country, maybe except China, we are forecast for negative growth, but we're going to be strong coming out because we have projects that are going to go ahead, that are happening right now. I hear people talking about election projects. Nonsense. You expect the country to stop running because an election is a year away? Please. So in the last year of the government, they're not supposed to do any work? That's nonsense, right? Let the infrastructure projects that were in the pipelines take place. People are going to be employed. Money is going to be generated in the economy, and we're going to come out strong. Like, I don't want to spend more time on this video, because I'm going to do another one of extensive thing of education, healthcare, the garbage you're talking about, cabot, and all that foolishness. Why government's paying money, like these things can be like, people, trust me, don't listen to the propaganda. I'm gonna wake up and stop just responding by writing on CAP, and I encourage all UWP supporters to join Citizens Aiming for Progress. Join CAP. That's where the discussion is happening. Join CAP, right? I'm gonna start doing interviews with the candidates and the ministers, etc. Join CAP. I encourage you to join CAP. But yes, I'm gonna do an extensive video on every sector of the economy, all the propaganda that they've been propagating, etc., and I'm going to respond to it. But in the meantime, I just want to send you guys some love from my little garden in the Arctic, and say, if you keep the faith, there's a lot the government has done to be proud of, and you need to start speaking proudly and speaking boldly. Speaking proudly and speaking boldly of the achievements of the government. To not let those Labour Party detractors shut you up. Speak proudly and speak boldly. We have a lot to be proud of. Have mistakes been made? Yes. Is everything perfect? No. No, I don't know which country is, right? But there's so much we've done excellently, and so many files in our handling of COVID, healthcare, like fantastic, right? The government has come in 4 years and reduced unemployment. I remember one of the big reasons I stopped supporting the Labour Party was the unemployment. Unemployment went up under SLP in their 4 years, in their 5 years, the previous 5 years, right? UWP has come and reduced unemployment prior to COVID, you know, and for the projects that are in the pipeline being executed right now, it's only going to get better, right? The country is on a path to a trajectory to progress, and we need to keep it there. John Compton had faced so much opposition, opposition. I wasn't born at a time, but I heard about it. The Pigeon Island Causeway. Look at it now. The government buildings, the removal of people at Conway, and the government buildings. I remember that. I was a child, but I remember the discussions taking place when that was happening. The Rodney Bay Marina, even the NIC, which is National Providence Fund. Like, John Compton faced so much opposition. The Labour Party even opposed John Compton on independence. That is to show you how you cannot, and that's one thing I like about Chastney. He doesn't listen to the noise. His ears are blocked to the noise around him, because he understands, and he could bring manna from heaven, right? He could bring manna from heaven, and these people will never be satisfied. So there's a path to development. There's a vision, and that's why I support this man, you know, just like Sir John. There's a path to development and to progress, and he's keeping focus and keeping on the track despite the noise out there. And I encourage UWP supporters to stay focused, stay the course, stay on track. Do not be pulled aside by the noise and by the re and the rah. You have a lot to be proud of. Speak positively about it, think positively about it, and there's a lot coming up that we have to be proud of. So just sending you guys some love. Enjoy your afternoon.